Top 10 as it stands, Johnny Cecotto. Simon Trummer starts 9th. Julian Leal is 8th. Fabio Lima even is 8th. Coletti 7th. Rossi is 6th. Naza is 5th. Jolyon Palmer, brilliant overtaker, starts from 4th position. Sam Bird starts from 3rd. Adrian Quaife-Hobbs on the front row of the grid alongside pole sitter and 2012 race winner Tom Dillman. The cars now lining up, ready to take the start of the final GP2 race for 2013 in Bahrain. We wait for the green flag. It flies now at the back of the grid. The red lights turn on above the drivers, and in Bahrain we're racing. Minimal wheel spin from Dillman. It's a great start from him, but Quaife-Hobbs is straight up onto the back of him, and a great start from Stefano Coletti around the outside of Sam Bird. What a start from Stefano Coletti up into 3rd, but Tom Dillman leads. Oh, and big crash behind. Front wing of Rio Haryanto's gone as everybody bunched up into turn 1, but it's Dillman who leads. Bird's managed to hang on to 2nd, and Quaife-Hobbs has dropped back behind the fast-starting Stefano Coletti. Naza defending from Fabio Lima, who's seen his championship rival, and look at James Collado. What a start from the ART boys. Collado and Abt both up into the sharp end of the action here as they run down the hill. It's Dillman who leads from his teammate Sam Bird. Stefano Coletti is 3rd from Adrian Quaife-Hobbs and Felipe Naza. Lima having to defend from Collado as Cecotto jumps up the inside of Jake Rosenzweig, and all of that bunching down that turn 1 and 2 has paid very much into the hands of the ART boys as Collado gets up the inside of Palmer. Great start from the ART boys, now down onto the back straight. And what a start from Stefano Coletti.
Yeah, great start from Coletti there on the right. Stayed on the outside. That's you know, exactly the same scenario as Malaysia. He's straight up there, straight at the front.
And Rossi's lost his front wing and is dropping back, having taken contact down there at turn 1.
Someone came too quickly in turn 1, and I'd like to see a replay to see who that is, but
Kanamassas up the inside of Simon Trummer. And Sam Bird on his teammate Tom Dillman for the lead of the race, and it's easy for Bird. At the final corner, Sam Bird takes the lead of the race, and he will lead over the line to complete lap 1. It's Bird from Dillman, Coletti P3.
Dillman will be back on him now.
Right up in the slipstream, Dillman making the move on Sam Bird. Bird later on the brakes as Quaife-Hobbs and Naza go wheel to wheel, and up the inside, and almost contact between the teammates.
That's good for Coletti. He's going to have a run at.
And he has. He's got the run on him. Up around the outside of Tom Dillman, and Coletti into P2. Great stuff for Stefano Coletti. What a fabulous opening lap and a half.
He's got to try to push hard to overtake.
Back on board with Fabio Lima. Big wheel spin ahead from Rossi. Oh,
that was lucky. That was lucky.
Goodness me, that was close. We'll see it here. Rossi just lights up the rears and gets the back end kicking out, and that forces the big bunch up
to go through that tight corner.
Oh, there's Collado on Palmer.
That's Palmer and Collado, I think.
Yeah. Can't quite get through.
And Abt now on Collado as well.
Through turn 2, Collado just trying to keep ahead of his teammate, does so. But a good. And Kanamassas very, very fast through the final couple of corners. Runs too fast through though, and can't hold that move. Leal and De Jong. A little bit of contact, not a lot. It's on board with Mitch Evans. We'll get a good view, I think, here of De Jong and Leal. Oh, no contact at all, actually. I mean, we're talking millimeters, but Evans then through on Leal as well. Collaboration between Christian Horner's Arden team and Mark Webber from Red Bull Racing as he flies up the inside. It's an easy move and a good move.
Great move. The other guy was probably not expecting it there.
And now Leal on Berton, so it looks like The Frenchman's about to lose 2 positions in the space of 2 corners. Berton late on the brakes and will have the inside. Wheel to wheel, and Berton keeps the position from Trummer. Edging past the Spaniards.
I think it's just
Rosenzweig and Chacon going hard at it here, and Chacon gets up the inside of Jake Rosenzweig, and that's good for P11. Now Trummer on the back of Rosenzweig as well.
And it's interesting that Franz at a good pace for the opening first 10-12 laps. And now
and hold on, mate. Trummer around Rosenzweig. Rosenzweig gets back on him. Can more drivers? Chacon holds the position. Rosenzweig just holds on to P12, and Trummer now having to defend from Canamassas, who keeps his foot in and up the inside of the Swiss driver. It's a lovely battle here between Canamassas and Trummer. They're really going at it, corner for corner. Trummer trying to get past now. Big lock-up. Has the pace advantage through 9 points just for pride. And Canamassas again now having a go with Rosenzweig. Looking one way, then the next. And around the outside of the American, down the straights. Trummer looking to take him as well. Rosenzweig hanging on, a little lock-up. That will allow Canamassas to get alongside. Will it allow him past? It does. So Rosenzweig under pressure. Just making that small mistake that allowed Canamassas through. Now down into turn 8. Can Trummer get past as well? Up the inside. That's forceful from Trummer, and a lovely move. So Riquelme trying to get past Frins. Evans trying to take advantage of the battle ahead. And Leal is there as well. And over the line, Nazo's cut the gap to Coletti down to just 1 second. But here on the start-finish straight, Riquelme's going for Frins. Tucked up underneath him. He's going to have to go the long way around the outside as Leal has a look at Evans. Frins late on the brakes. Riquelme trying to go around, has the inside line for turn 2. Lovely stuff from Stefan Riquelme. Evans is going to get past as well, as is Julian Leal. Frins is going to lose 3 positions in the space of 1 corner. Cecotto now under big old pressure from Chacon, who chucks it up the inside of him. Great move from Kevin following him. Jolyon Palmer up the inside of Fabio Lima, who locks up, trying to keep it. The Briton behind has the inside line. Very nearly contact, but Lima ducks out of it. A great stuff from Lima.
And Calado's behind, I think.
Yes, indeed he is. And alongside, almost getting around the outside of Fabio Lima. Great stuff, and now Lima loses 2 positions. And now Palmer's having a look at Quaife Hobbs, taking advantage of the fact that Quaife Hobbs was losing time. But a slow exit's allowed Collado to have a little look as well. Quaife Hobbs now really starting to hold these guys up, and it's brilliant for us, but a nightmare for the guys behind.
Contact there between Collado and Palmer.
And now, line astern, nose to tail. Lima again shifting around with the balance into the braking zone. Collado is ahead. So close. Quaife Hobbs leading Palmer. Palmer having a good look at his countryman. Look at that front right of Quaife Hobbs now. He's having to take the defensive line lock up from Lima, who's under pressure now from Daniel Abt as well. And he's not had a great exit from turn 1. Abt is all over him.
He keeps on locking that front left, and we had the onboard camera. It was really shaky, so I believe he's big flat spot on that tires, and that's going to get worse and worse.
And Abt just chucks it up the inside of Fabio Lima. Daniel Abt early on the power, edging Fabio Lima to the side as Jolyon Palmer has a look at Quaife Hobbs. Lima's managed to keep the position from Abt. Down now into turn 8. James Collado on Jolyon Palmer will have to go around the outside. They run side by side on the exit. Palmer gets his foot down. Through the tricky turn 9 and down into 10. Quaife Hobbs making his car as wide as possible. But my word, he's slow.
I know this battle is really exciting, but the front, Coletti's now 8 tenths. Actually 6 tenths now, another 2 tenths in last sector.
back on board with Evans, and here's the battle for the lead. Sam Bird, Stefano Coletti and Felipe Nasr. That is the battle for the race win with 2 laps left to go. As Jerome says, this battle is exciting and all, but it's not what we want to watch. We want to be seeing the battle for first, second and third between Bird, Coletti and Nasr. There's nothing to choose between them at the moment. Just 0.6 over the line with 2 laps remaining as James Collado up the inside of Jolyon Palmer. This a replay of James Collado. Is he going to go round the outside of Quay Fobbs? Oh, James. That's nice. That's really nice. Sam Bird, meanwhile, has half a lap left to run to take his first victory of 2013. Felipe Nasr is coming for him, though. Bird's going to have to soak up all this pressure. Oh, it's good to see a racy Felipe Nasr. And Coletti again, he's all over the place.
He must have some sort of problem there.
Horrible last lap from Coletti, and a lock-up from Bird. Sam is really having to push now. Nasr's all over him. A couple of corners left to go. This for the race win. Bird and Nasr here in Bahrain. Last lap.
Nasr's going for a wide line on the entry. Hopefully great exit.
A good exit from Nasr. He's right up on Sam Bird. It's going to come down to the final corner. Felipe Nasr on Sam Bird for the race win. Bird has the inside. Nasr's going to have to go around the outside. Tucks up one way for the up and under. Down the start-finish straight to the line. Who's it going to be? Bird and Nasr in Bahrain for the win. It's going to be Sam Bird over the line by millimetres. Bird wins 0.0 over the line from Felipe Nasr. Coletti comes home in third. What a finish here in Bahrain. What a finish. All over the place. That's the maturity of a quality driver. That's the show of a quality driver there. And Nasr doing everything he could to try and take that position in that slipstream. And look at this. Dinks out over the line. Boom! 0.0. What is that? It's a tyre and a wing. So we're talking, what? 40 centimetres, if that. Here we are on board with Bird, looking in his mirrors. Is it mine? Is it mine? Yes, it is. Wow. Wow. What a great finish here. Sam Bird takes the first win for the Russian time team. 41 minutes, 8 seconds, 0.133. From Felipe Nasr, 0.080. Wow. Coletti third, Dillman fourth, Collado. I tell you what. Great race from the ART boys to get into 5th and 7th there. Palmer 6th, Quay Fobbs holding on for the last point in 8th, and Lima and Chacon, Canamassas and Chicotto